So somebody asked me on Instagram, how do I know that the devil is not leading me astray? I'm going to use a Hindu story to explain this particular question. A man was walking down the street late at night, and he looks into the grass and notices that something in the grass looks like a snake, right? So he sees a snake in the grass. He runs the other way, runs back home, goes back to the same place the next day and realizes that what he thought was a snake was just a piece of rope. And so he laughs it off. What you have to understand here is that what you think is the devil leading you astray, and what you think is the devil and demonic and so on and so forth, is what you think is a snake. But once you come to the light and you come to the ideology of things, right, and you receive the information and the knowledge of what you think is a snake, you will realize that the snake is a rope. You have to understand that a lot of the things that we have been conditioned to believe in, we've been placed in this box, right?
Where everything outside of the goddamn box is Satan leading me astray from God.
And you have to understand that you are the closest manifestation, you are the closest thing to God, because that supreme source, that supreme energy dwells within you. That's why it tells you in your Bible that you are the temple of God. You were born into this manifestation in this world as the Word manifested in the flesh. The whole story of Jesus is just a representation of who you are. But nonetheless, when you're dealing with the ideology of the devil, right, aside from even when dealing with this parable, the devil does not exist. The devil does not exist. The devil was a character that was created by the Roman Catholic Church. They created the devil and the concept of hell to get you to believe in this very concept so that you can go into the fear mechanism of applying yourself to how they see things, right? Christianity and their very customs and traditions and dealing with the Bible, right? But what you have to understand here is that, for one, the devil doesn't exist because it was a created character. Two, even the concept of Christianity is not the end all be all for everything, because when you actually look at the history date of when Christianity really started getting popular, it didn't get popular until less than 2,000 years ago. And it didn't even become really worldwide until merely 500 years ago. So what you have to understand here is that you have to study all the different versions and varieties of truth to come to the essential truth of things. And I'm not just talking about, learning the fundamentals of things. I'm talking about really going to the deep core of things and understanding what is it that these particular people practice. And I'm not telling you to give up the way that you see things or to cast away the things that you've been raised up to believe in and so on and so forth. But I am telling you to open up your mind. All right, I'm telling you to have an open mind of things instead of being closed-minded to what you were conditioned to believe in. Now, that might be a little scary for you because a lot of people cannot take that risk of going over, jumping out of the box and looking around, of their environment and understanding that there is more to life than what they think that they know. A lot of people cannot do that because I've heard people say that I can't lean on my own understanding. I can't question God. I can't learn about, all these different types of things because it might lead me astray. And if something can easily lead you astray, if something can easily lead you astray from something that you just know without a shadow of a doubt that is true from your perception, then maybe what you believe in isn't so strong as you think it is. Maybe you don't know what you think you know. So what you have to understand here with the very ideology of things is that, and I've heard this from somebody, is that when you come to the perception that you don't know what you don't know, right? That you know that you don't know what you don't know, if that makes sense, then you are more wise than to say that you know it all when you don't know it all, right? So when you come to the establishment of things that you understand that truth cannot just be expressed in one way, in one manner, just like music cannot be expressed in one way, in one manner, just like dancing and language and style and color cannot just be expressed in one way, in one manner. Then you have to understand that your perception of truth and your perception of God is not just the end all be all for everything, and not just a one way in one manner. Okay, if there's more colors to the rainbow, if there's more letters to the alphabet, if there's more numbers in numerology, if there's more music and genres, then there has to be more to truth than just Christianity. There has to be more to truth than just the Bible. And see, that right there is what a lot of people are afraid to really look into, because they, deep down, I feel like they really know that what they think they know isn't what they think they know. So what you have to come to do, you have to come to the understanding of things that what you think you know isn't what you think you know. And when you come to the ideology of the devil is a made-up character. And that might be a hard pill to swallow for people, because they always want to blame the devil for everything that they do in this world. The devil made me do it. Or I was led astray because the devil and these demons and so on and so forth. You got to take accountability for the things that you do. You have to understand that when you are dealing with the universe, the only person who in actuality exists is you. So what you have to come to the establishment of things is that when you are dealing with energy and vibes and spirits and so on and so forth, these are just manifestations of sources and principles outside of yourself and also within yourself. And these are particular things that you shouldn't be afraid of, or I've heard people say that if I get into this and that, I might be summoning demons and all this other stuff. But when you actually look into these particular ideologies, this is just you going into your own power. This is just you going into your own source of power within you. Understand that you are the demonstrator. That's why they have the word demonstrate, because you are the demonstrator. You are a demon that possesses a body, and a demon is no more than a particular spirit or a particular force, right? That is divine. That's what a demon is. A demon is a divine being, a God-like being. You know, if you really study the ideology of these particular words that you want to use out in the blue works, all right? But nonetheless, understand that the reason why I know that I'm not led astray by the devil is because I know that the devil is a fictional character, and that what I think is a snake is actually just a piece of rope. That what I think is bad is actually good for me. You know, that what I'm afraid of, you know, when I really put the light on it, oh, it's just a piece of rope. That what I'm fearing when I look in the mirror, oh, that's me. You know, I'm being in fear of my own reflection, and this what I think is satanic and demonic and of the devil and evil and negative and all this other stuff. I'm looking at my own reflection. And then I have to realize that my enemy, you know, that which I think is good, that which I think is God, is my own enemy, is my own oppressor, you know. So you have white supremacy who is making you fear your own power, fear your own ideologies, fear your own spirituality, and they have spooked you out of your own source of who you are. So when I start talking about occultism, and when I start talking about understanding going within the darkness to come to the light, and you understanding your true powers of who you are, I self-law am master, and as above so below, and do what thou wilt. And when I get into all these particular concepts concerning your very spirituality, you know, understanding that you are the master and the head of your own life, that a man cannot serve two masters, so you must become your own. You have to understand that you are the very manifestation, you are the very connection, you are the very identification, the very essence of the supreme source that is manifested and that is shown in flesh, that is shown in a physical being. So when you come to that understanding of things, then you will understand, and you will then realize that that the snake, right, is not something you should fear anymore. That snake is an illusion. Now, it's real to you. It might be real to the Christian, of course. That's Satanism. That's demonology. That's all this other type of stuff. The snake is real to them. But that's because they haven't come to the light. They have not come to the light yet. They have not received the epiphany or the information, the true enlightenment of understanding what that snake represents. Of understanding that the snake isn't there to begin with, right? The snake isn't even there to begin with. It's a rope. It's a piece of rope. But to them, it's a snake. So in that same ideology, the devil is that snake. The devil is an illusion. The devil is not real. It's only real to you, because that's how you perceive it. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And make sure you also follow my social media. You know, here's my email. Like, share, and follow. And for more deep, in-depth content, please become a Patreon today. For only $2.50 a month, you can become an official supporter of Rome Productions, and you can get some very well in-depth content, also provided with PDF books and documentaries, and so on and so forth. Last but not least, we finally have some new merchandise out. So that means we got some new shirts, hoodies, and all type of stuff that you can now shop today at Rome Central. Just go in the link below and shop today.
Recognition.